We're at the Sugar Ray Leonard's Recreation Center in Palmer Park, Maryland. Caught up with Venroy July. After his workout, he has a card coming up September 28th. Tell us all about that card and the name of that card.
The card, September 28th, is called United Nations. Honestly, the card came about because, you know, just kind of a recognition about how many fighters there are that are from different nationalities. You know, everybody loves boxing because you can always kind of have somebody who's representing your country. So on a couple of the cards, some of the fighters that we've been working with, you know, we recognized that there were like 5 or 6 different nationalities that were on our cards. So we figured let's just play with that a little bit. So the next one is the United Nations. I think we have 7 different nationalities that are going to be represented on this card. So it should be a good card.
Tell us about some of the nationalities you have. Not quite the fighters, but just tell us about some of the nationalities you have.
We have, obviously, I'm from Jamaica. We have a guy that's from El Salvador. We have a guy from Mexico. You know, we have been working with DeBarco Hardy, who's from Iraq. I don't think he's going to be able to be on this card. We have a guy from Romania. We have a guy, obviously the United States is going to be represented, and we have a Polish guy. And I think that's it. That's all I can remember off the top of my head, but we had gone through it, saw that we had about 7 different nationalities that were going to September 28th at the Patapsco Arena. It's headed from DC, headed towards Baltimore. It's actually before you get into Baltimore City, but you know, we kind of lucked up and found this location. You know, the problem is always kind of finding a place that, you know, you can do a card that they'll, you know, that is able to hold the kind of numbers that you need to have. It kind of has a setup that you need to have to put a ring in and to still have seats. And so we found this place, and you know, they're working with us a little bit. So we're gonna have to hustle, but you know, that's what this whole game is about, is hustling.
So this is your 3rd card coming up. So has it been for Hardwork Promotions?
You know, the company has been fine. You know, I will say that, you know, trying to do, you know, both the boxing and the promotion, you know, I just, you know, in addition to the fact that I work, you know, it has been difficult, but I think that now is like the first, you know, particularly the first couple. You know, the first one was really stressful. The second one was stressful, but we kind of knew what we were doing, but it was still kind of stressful because you have to worry about everything going right, and you have to think about everything. And you know, I'm training too, because I fought on the last card, so that was really hard. But I think that as we do more and more, the point is that to kind of make it almost run like a franchise, like a machine, that I really can step away and it kind of just run itself. You know, people don't, you know, the reality is that, you know, I knew it was going to be tough in the beginning. The whole reason why I started the promotion company was because I couldn't get on cards myself. And if I was going to try to move my career, then I need to be fighting regularly. You know, for somebody like me who didn't have a big amateur career, that's the only way you're going to get better, is fighting regularly. And if I was leaving it to other promoters, it just wasn't going to happen. And so, you know, these are kind of the growing pains. We're going through those right now. But soon enough, you know, I'm getting to fight. You know, I'm planning to fight regularly, and we're planning to keep this promotion going and get other fighters the opportunity to fight so they don't have to deal with some of the same struggles that I had.
Yeah, on the 28th, you know, you explained some stuff to me about the prices of the tickets, but what added feature you added to that?
Oh, you know, so what we're doing, so let me just give a breakdown. So we're, you know, $35 for general admission, $50 for VIP, and we're doing ringside VIP tables for $600. So that works out to be about $75 per ticket for the ringside VIP tables, and that comes with bottle service. But what we're doing, you know, for me, you know, everybody, I mean, I think that I've kind of made it known, one of the big things that I hope to do with boxing I really kind of want to change the image. You know, it has such a negative image, and I kind of really want to change that. And you know, I'm very concerned about my community. And so one of the things that we're doing for this show, and it comes from, you know, my memory, like everybody, you know, one of my fondest memories of my father when I was younger was watching the Riddick Bowe versus Holyfield 1 fight with him, and him explaining to me the 10-9 scoring system and 8 if you know get knocked down or whatever. And we used to watch those matches, and that was our time. So what we're doing for this show, we kind of want to provide an opportunity to kind of have those experiences. So we're doing what we're calling the BYB initiative, and it's not just going to be for this card; it's going to be for all our regular cards. The way that it's going to work is that to encourage fathers or mentors to bring their sons or their mentees to these shows. You know, we're only going to charge them $10 for their sons or their mentees.
And explain to them what the BYB.
BYB stands for Bring Your Boys. It's a Bring Your Boys initiative. We're trying to create an atmosphere that you will bring your sons, that you will bring your mentees to these shows, because quite frankly, I've heard people complain, we're not paying $45, $50 for a ticket for somebody who is 10 years old, and so the sons get left at home. We don't want to have that. We prefer to lose some money on the front end in terms of like ticket prices, and at least provide, you know, at least we'll be trying to do something to better the community. So the sons will be able to spend this time with their father. They'll be able to have fun, see their father experience, you know, have some enjoyable time, and everybody will have a good time. So we hope it works.
There you have it, Venroy July with Hardwork Promotions has a card coming up September the 28th. So support that card.
I will say, it's still early, but from the matches that we have thus far, it's going to be a really good card. So y'all should definitely come out and check it out. We're trying to bring boxing back to Baltimore and do it regularly. So definitely come and check it out.
There you have it, Venroy July, Hardwork Promotions.